Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Grumpy Steph here. Grumpy because I've done a process video on my journal page only to find that my phone has not recorded. I think it's done an update and it's lost its permission to save the video in the place that I tell it to save it in on my SD card, and because it had lost that permission, it just decided not to record it at all. So you didn't get any footage, I'm afraid. But I will show you what I've created. This is my take on nature here. So I'll tell you what I've done. Right at the back here is a napkin, and I've adhered it to mixed media paper using Mod Podge. You know how you put Mod Podge on, let it dry, pop your napkin, just the one ply of it, on top when it's all dry, take it to your ironing board, hence I did the ironing yesterday. Pop it between some greaseproof paper or something so that you don't get any heated Mod Podge on your iron, and then iron it, and you'll get a really flat, great adhesion napkin onto your paper. So the background is a tree napkin. Then I spent this morning faffing around on my Cricut, trying to get, well, not on my Cricut, that's not true. I was faffing around on my computer, getting these images. These are old images, you know, from out of print books and things like that. They're freely available for you to use, and I'd got those, but I wanted to sort the images out so that I could upload them to my Cricut and use them whenever I want in various sizes. Look, there's even a little tiny diddy one there. You can see that. So yeah, I've done all that. I have a problem with my Cricut. If anybody has a Cricut and they can, I don't think it's me, I think it's something to do with them. I've got some images I've uploaded to my Cricut design space and I want to delete them. I know how to do it. I know how you click on the image, on the little eye, you choose delete, and you click on the blue bar that comes up that says, do you want to get rid of this image or whatever? Yes, I do, but they're not leaving. I've still got them. Has anybody else got that problem, or is it just me? Be grateful if anybody could let me know. I've done it before, but I've got a load of images which are my butterfly images, which I haven't done. I just made them transparent, and the background's transparent, and that's not good enough. I need to smooth all my edges, and I've done that, but I then upload the new ones because I'll never be able to tell the two apart. I just want to get rid of the old images, and I can't do it. So I'm a bit of a grump about that as well. So yeah, so I've spent some time this morning sorting out these images. So I've got some mushrooms, and then I have printed them, cut them out, and I've stuck them on in various. So this one's flat, this one's got a little bit of packaging underneath it, this one's flat, this one's half got packaging so it goes flat, if you see what I mean. So I've popped those on. This is a piece of tea bag under there, a little bit of tea bag. And there's a couple of birds which you may or may not be able to see, just like nature. They're in the trees, but you might not be able to see them. So I did that because nature is very big in our family. My dad is a biologist. We used to go out every weekend, every evening, every weekend we'd go somewhere, and we would, I could come in a bit so you could see that a bit more, couldn't I? We'd go out for nature walks. We would pick mushrooms in the autumn. We would eat mushrooms that we'd picked. My dad knows all his mushrooms. So you can eat this one. This one's a boletus. This is a fly agaric. You don't eat that. Yeah, we used to learn about things like that. Insects, butterflies. I spent the summers in France collecting butterflies. You don't keep them and kill them. You record them, what type you've got and things, and let them go. So that was 8 weeks every summer collecting butterflies. That was good. What else? Bird watching. We used to go to a woods. My dad would drive just off the road. It wasn't a lay-by or anything. It didn't go anywhere, but you could just drive literally straight off the road and face the car straight into the woods. And you didn't drive very far. You just went off the road. And he'd get out. He'd put a big branch on the bonnet of the car and a handful of peanuts and bird food. And then we'd sit in the car. Mum and Dad would be at the front. My sister and I would be at the back. And in those days, cars didn't have electric windows, and the windows wouldn't go all the way down to the bottom either. So you had to sit and sort of nurse your elbow with your hand out the window, and you'd put your hand out like this, and you'd have peanuts in here, and just keep your finger like that for ages and ages and ages, and then a blue tit or a great tit would come and sit on your finger, take a nut and fly off. And we used to do that. I mean, we had the patience of saints. We'd sit there for hours and hours and hours just to get these birds to come and sit on your fingers. And obviously the more you did it, because we'd go every week then, the quicker they'd come to you, because they obviously knew that you were there. So very happy memories of all things to do with nature. Still like nature. My dad knows all his flowers and everything. I can't say that kind of went in one ear and out the other with me, I'm afraid. I can't recall. And, you know, I know some things like ladies' smock and cowslips and things like that. But all the, you know, what you'd class weeds and things when you go for a walk, I don't know what they are. So anyway, I'm disappointed that you didn't get to see the process. I have gone over it slightly with a little bit of Inktense pencil just to highlight some. Oops, that bird's lost its leg. Needs a little drop of glue on that. What was I going to say? Yeah, just to highlight the trees a little bit, not too much, because I think the napkin was really sweet as it was. Just a tree sort of background. Let me just see if I can do a slight operation on his birdie foot. I'm surprised the cricket cut that out as well as it did, I'll be honest. I was quite expecting there to be no feet and for me to draw them on, so awesome. Oh yeah, because I did the birds on that as well. So that's my little page for the art journal book this week. The other thing I wanted to quickly show you was, let's come up a little bit. Let me show you what I did with the papers. So, that I made yesterday, or whatever it was. These are the black and white. So these are the ones without the flowers on. And they see, look so much different when you cut them up into ATC size. I haven't done anything with them yet, and I will probably either just use them as a background, or maybe I'll highlight some bits, or I don't know what I'll do. But, you know, you might not like the piece as a whole. I wasn't awfully keen, but I do quite like the little pieces that you cut up from it. So at the moment, all I've done is put them on, this is printed on normal copier paper, and I've just put them on a piece of card, just so that give them a little bit of stiffness. Not a thick piece, but that was those. That little bird, bless him, he's lost his head. So, and this one is the one with the dried flowers on. So, I think they're really cute. I actually really like them now that they are cut up. Wasn't awfully keen on the major board, the master board, but you know, they're quite sweet. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's my dried flower, and you can actually see the words through it, through the words of the book text. So, you know, I quite like them. What I'll do on top of them, I don't know, if you know what I mean. Maybe I'll just put a word on them, you know, go around the edge or something and pop a word on. But pretty cool. You know, and some are better than others, but if you don't like some of that one, I'm not awfully keen on that one. I don't know. No, it's okay that way around. So yeah, that's what I was doing with those. And then I took the other one, which was the master board that I'd printed out without the flowers on, and I've just cut them into, I think that is 3 3/4 squares, and I'm going to make some cards with those. But you know, that's quite sweet. I'd be quite pleased with that. If I'd, you know, if that was a paper that I'd bought, I'd be happy with that. This is the original one before I started fiddling around and putting any of the white on it. But I can still print that one out. So yeah, quite happy with that. Anyway, that's me finished ranting and whatnot. If anybody has noticed with their Cricut that they can't delete from the design space, let me know. if you wouldn't mind, or if you can, if it's just me, that would be helpful. And good luck everybody with your art pages. I've already seen some are fab. So well done everybody. And let's look forward to next week's, or whenever it is, prompt. About 2 weeks. No, it's only a week away, isn't it? Anyway, have a lovely weekend. The sun is shining. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.